Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to do something fun, and that is a design t-shirt challenge with 4 different artists creating the same design or same t-shirt idea design. And we're going to see which one is the best one out of the 4, and we're going to rate it. The best way to do this, I think, is to go to Fiverr. And for those of you that don't know what Fiverr is, it's a website where you can hire any freelance artists or designers, or for anything really. You can do it for digital marketing, you can do it for design, you can do it for anything freelance is there on Fiverr, but we're going to use Fiverr today to find artists to design t-shirts since we're doing print on demand. In this video, I'm going to show you why I picked this design, then we're going to rate the 4 designs. I'm going to show you who did these designs, and you're going to try and figure out, the challenge for you is to figure out which one is the best, rate which one is the best for you, which designer did this, can you guess who did it, from what country, and we're going to also look at price points. So lots to do in this video. I think it'll be a fun challenge both for the designers on Fiverr and for those that are watching to see if you can figure these things out. So first, let's go to Amazon Merch on Demand, and now let me show you why I picked this design for this challenge. So first, the topic. So the reason I picked this, and I didn't share what the topic is, it is a mariachi costume design. So take a look at this. I'm here on Pretty Merch, Amazon Merch on Demand, and I typed in mariachi, and this is what I'm going for. And the reason for this is twofold. One, it's pretty intricate right here. This is not something that you're gonna actually find like on a Kiddo or a Canva or something like that. This has to be hand-drawn or handmade, and you can see if we go in here and zoom this up, let me see if I can get a closer picture for you. Like, some of this is very intricate in here, so it's not something that you can just, anybody can do. You kind of need an artist to kind of put this together. It's not like a regular t-shirt with words and graphics and things. So that in itself makes it a little harder to do, which makes it so there's less competition on this as well. So if we go look at competition, here I am on Amazon, mariachi shirt costume. You can see there's only 323 results, and not all of them are the actual print-on-demand t-shirts. You see in here in the mix, you got some of these overall prints, and the ones that are on here actually have some pretty good BSRs, right? So look at that. These are selling because we're here near Halloween. So that's another thing I was looking for, is low competition, barrier to entry is really high, and it's getting sales. So you can see that a lot of these are getting sales. And if we look at the top ones, let's go back here and we go on here. I'm going to look at this and look at the price and how many sales. So this one's being sold at $15.99. It has 390 sales. If we do the math at a $15.99 price point, that's $1.93 per sale times 390 sales, $752.70. So this one is actually making a lot of profit. So this is another one, $16.95 price point, 167 sales. And if we do the math on this one, it has a $2.64 profit, 167 sales for over $440 lifetime. And just one more, $17.99. This one's selling at $17.99, 207 sales overall lifetime. And doing the math on this one, over $705 of sales. So needless to say, I didn't pick these at random. I definitely wanted to do something that would give me the best chance of making my money back from getting a design on Fiverr. So that's what I would say. I wouldn't say use it for everything. Do the research, make sure that you give yourself the best chance. Now, will I get sales on these? I don't know, but at least I'm giving myself the best chance of getting a sale by finding something with low competition that's a lot harder to do, that an artist kind of needs to do, and that is proven to get some sales. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you are the results. So here are all 4. I'm going to show you who did them and where they're from later, but I want you to just look at this before you see anybody on Fiverr, or before you see where they're from. I want to just look at the results and see which one you think are the best. I'm going to rate them myself, see if you agree with me. I'm going to go from the best one to the worst one. And by the way, I think they're all pretty great. I think these all could work on a t-shirt. I think these could all get sales on Merch by Amazon, but I'm just going to rate them what I think may have the best chance of getting the sale. So I'm going to use these numbers here. the first one, the one that I think is number one or the best one is, see if you agree with me, this one right here. I'm going to put this at number one, like that. The next one is pretty tough because this one is really detailed. The reason I picked this is pretty detailed. You can see the ruffles in here and in here, and then the belt. I just love this belt right here. So I think this one was the best one, although I wish it was more centered because you can see the thing. But as far as the details on it, I really love this one. Okay, the second one, wow, it's gonna be tough. I think this one right here, number two. It's a close one. It was either between that one or this one right here, number three, and then this one here, number four. And the reason I picked this one for number four is because it looked like it's just a vector, like the belt on here, the details between this belt and this belt, night and day, right? And then so there's a lot more intricacies, and it doesn't have to be intricate, but that's kind of why I wanted an artist to do it, because I wanted more intricacies. And again, this is really good though, because you got this right here is pretty intricate. All of them really had some really nice designs, but I'm just going by the belt, I guess. This one's really simple, and these belts are a lot better, and this one's kind of curved like a belt. So that's my results. Jot down what you think are the best ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna come back and see who do you think this one did these, what country. We're gonna put a name with the country, and then I'm gonna go by price too and see. So just to give you a heads up, these are the 4 countries that I got the 4 different artists from before we see their names and their pictures. One from Mexico, one from the Philippines, one from Egypt, and one from Bangladesh, which I think is really cool to get kind of a wide range of different countries. And that you can do on Fiverr, which is really cool. You can hire from all over the world, and all of them did really well with English too. So English isn't a problem. If you only speak English, you can get and hire people from other countries on Fiverr, which is really neat. And these are the different price points. Not only 4 different artists from 4 different countries, but 4 different price points. One of them, of those shirts, was $30. One was $50, one was $60, and one was $80. We'll see if the $80 one was the number 1 spot and the $30 one was the number 4 spot, which you would think that would be it. I don't remember actually, so we're gonna find out by the end of this video which is which. All right, so here we are on Fiverr. I'm gonna show you the different artists that I chose. They're all right here, the top 4 here. And I'm gonna go one by one so you can get to see kind of their portfolio. You can see their rating, which is all great. I love that on Fiverr, that you can see that they have a rating, how many people they've worked with. You can see I chose from a variety, and their price points, different price points. So first one first, this is Art. I used Art. And let's look at his portfolio. You can see a lot of his designs, really cool. You can see he doesn't just do text designs. He specializes in a custom t-shirt, which is why I picked him. And you can see you could hire him anytime here on Fiverr. And he has a basic, standard, and premium plan, which most do. I'm gonna put his link along with the others in the description of this video. I'm gonna show you that he has over 15 years experience, and he is from Mexico. So there you go, that's Art. He knows English and Spanish, which is great to know on here in the bio too. So all of them I picked, made sure that they knew English. So the next one right here is Abdul Rahman. I think I said that right, hopefully I did. So let's take a look at his portfolio. I love his artwork here. We're gonna just go through some of them. I knew he could do some great designs. It looks like that's what he does. I will create an amazing t-shirt, and his portfolio shows that. And you come down here, you can see he does it for Amazon. He's done this before, and that's what I would look for too. Don't just have someone that's never done t-shirt design. Look at the portfolio and see what they've done. He speaks a lot of different languages, English in there, and he's from Egypt. So really cool. Same thing, you can hit contact, and I'll put his link as well to if you want to use him. So next one is Manny. I think that's how you say it. Manny. And he has a really cool portfolio as well. Check that out. Really nice designs, really good artist. Again, 4.9 rating, right? All of these had 4.8, 4.9. So that's another thing I was looking for, was top rated. And you can see I gave him a good thing here, from the Philippines, and he also speaks English here. All right, next one is Shiraz Khan. You can see his artwork, his portfolio piece, really cool. He does custom illustrations and design, so really good. And that's kind of what you're looking for as well. 4.8 over almost 2,000 times he's done this. 2,000 ratings, so pretty cool. And he's from Bangladesh and also knows English, so really cool. So those are the four. I'll go over it again. We got Art from Mexico, and Abdul Rahman from Egypt, and Manny from the Philippines, and Shiraz Khan from Bangladesh. So let's see if we can figure out which t-shirt belongs to who, and then we're going to try and figure out the price point. Okay, so we're back. These are the four again from the beginning. I rated this number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yours may be different depending on which one you like. I really think this one is the best, and then this one is the worst, but not like it's awful, but it's, you know, out of the four, I think this was the least intricate, at least with the belt here. That's mainly the thing I talked about. Okay, so let's see. We'll start with number 4 and go up to number 1 and save the best one, in my opinion, for last. Okay, so who do we think did this one right here? Was it Manny from the Philippines, Abdul Rahman from Egypt, Art from Mexico, or Shiraz Khan from Bangladesh? I'm gonna drag in the flag and the name of the person that did this one, number 4. And it is Art from Mexico. Did this design right here. Again, not terrible, but I thought it would be, you know, more like this with the belt and everything. So I'll zoom in here and show you kind of a close-up of what Art did. Again, I think this pattern right here is really cool, but some other things could be improved. All right, so for number 3, let's, which one do you think? Now there's 3 left, Philippines, Egypt, and Bangladesh. Which one do you think did number 3? I'm gonna drag it in here, put in your answers. And this is the person who did number 3. I thought that was really cool, all the way from Bangladesh. Did this one pretty neat. Like, they knew the assignment, they probably did their homework and tried to figure out what it looks like, and I think it turned out really good. Okay, 2 left, the top 2 right here, which is which. So once we figure out who's number 2, we're gonna know who's number 1. So number 2 is Manny from the Philippines, which is really cool. I love the belt and all the intricate details right here. I'll zoom in so you can see what it looks like, but it's really, really cool. I love this one. And of course, the last one is from Egypt, Abdul Rahman, and he did this super cool. I love the design in here and the shadow and everything. I think for me, this was the winner out of the 4. Again, I think I'm gonna post all of them on Merch by Amazon and see which one does better, what does the market think is the best. But as far as I'm looking at it, as far as a design, I think this one's really cool. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me or not. So one more thing we have to figure out and that I need to reveal to you is how much I paid for each one of these. And I think the best way to go is lowest price to highest price. I think that would be the best, just to kind of reveal which one is the highest priced one. And again, this isn't necessarily for this design right here. Like, I know we only have this design to go on, but the price actually goes by their portfolio and years of experience and all of that. So it doesn't necessarily reflect everything because we're only looking at one thing. You have to look at kind of their whole portfolio and everything that they're doing. So I'm not trying to knock them. They're like, hey, why is this number 1 not the same price as the number 4? It really is subjective, and how long and how long they took and their years of experience, and all those kind of get factored in. I know as a designer that's done freelance work, that's kind of how it works. So you can't just base it on the one design, but I think it's still interesting to show you what it is. So the cheapest one, or the one that was only $30, is this one. The one that I think is the best looking was only $30, the cheapest of the four. So the next one, which was $50 to design, was this one, number 3. Thing again, all great designs, but this one is just the next price point up. The next one, which was $60, is, which one do you think it is? It was Arts Design here from Mexico. And the last one, which was $80, and is, you guessed it, from the Philippines here. So this is kind of the price point, what I rated it, and who did it. I think they're all great, like I said. And you can see some of this detail in here. If he did this by hand, I can understand why it's $80, because some of this right here is pretty intricate, especially the belt. But man, I got a really good deal here in comparison. I think the number one spot for me also was the cheapest one, or the most value here for me, because it came out great and also was the lowest price point. So there you go. Those are the 4 designs by 4 different artists and 4 different price points for 4 different countries. I think it was really fun. Hopefully you had fun watching this video, and let me know in the comments if you guessed right, if you thought which one was first and fourth and where it came from. I think that was really fun to do. So if you want to use Fiverr and do t-shirt designs on Fiverr, you definitely can do that. I'll put the links to all 4 that I use. I think all of them are great. Again, I would still do the research and find something that is a little harder to do, so it's not something you can find on sites like Kiddo or Clip Art Designs. That's one of the criteria. Also, you need to do some research to figure out, like, are you giving yourself the best chance to get a sale? And I think I wasn't in this case. And if it has those 2 things, if it's kind of hard to do, you can't find it, and it's giving yourself the best chance of making a sale, I think those are really great. Oh, I forgot to show you what I actually used as an example to these Fiverr artists. So I think something like this is really helpful to give them. I said mariachi, Mexican costume design, something similar. So give them some ideas of what to do, and then make sure to give them the size, 4500 by 5400 transparent PNG. And if they're artists, they should know what that means. And then you're going to fill out things. When you actually hire them, there's going to be a list of different things that you fill out. Make sure you put in what size you need and the colors that you want and all those things. So make sure you write all of that out. And the nice thing about Fiverr is, what I did is I kind of did a shotgun approach, and I asked around and kind of got a feel for who I wanted to do the work for. So you don't need to hire the people right away. You can go out and scout and kind of look at their portfolio and kind of get back a price, and if that's not the right price for you, you can go and look for somebody else, or if they aren't the right fit for you, you can do that as well. So really great on Fiverr. I love that. If you want to use Fiverr, I have a link in the description and a promo code Detour Shirts. I'll put that in there. You can get a percentage off from Fiverr by doing that. Put that in the promo code. I'll put affiliate links and all those in the description. So I think this is a great way, again, to do something that if you're not comfortable with and it's something very detailed, you can hire an artist to do these things. Let me know if you want to do another challenge, maybe for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Those designs I can go look for again for another one. I think this is a fun challenge to do, to kind of see what artists, freelance artists, can do for t-shirts. And also I want to see how these do in the market. So I want to see if I'm going to get any sales for that. I think that would be a great test as well. Thanks again for watching, and if you want to see a design tutorial that I did using Creative Fabrica and Affinity Designer, click on this video right here. I go through a step-by-step tutorial so you can see exactly how to do it. And as always, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. So there you go. Those are my